Okay, this is my review post-installation of the Dome Glass Note 8 screen protector. The way it works is that you get a piece of glass, just like a regular screen protector, but you get some goop that is UV cured, and it sits between the layers. And the way that's different from one of those other screen protectors that don't work is that the adhesive on those is around the edge. Actually, I have one. I bought a Spigen, and I couldn't type with it. And so I complained and said I want a refund. And they said, okay, send us a picture of it broken, and we will give you your money back. So I got my $13 back. So just the black edge on this is an adhesive, whereas the rest of it is just tempered glass. And so that's how a lot of them work, and that's why they suck. And it's also the curved edge. So I think that's inherent to that type of design. It's hard to deal with the tight edge, and as a result, they're not able to get good touch sensitivity right there in the middle of the device. So this thing, I watched a couple of videos online, and it was fairly straightforward. It came with this like crazy setup and like a UV curing device. So I thought I'd just not do anything with the installation. You can watch videos online about how to install this setup here. But what I am going to do is just kind of play with the remainder of the UV glue and show you what it can do. So last night I just put a little drop right here and a little drop underneath the little tab that comes in it. And I just cured it. And now you can probably just barely see that there is some kind of fluid underneath there. That's actually the adhesive that's been bonded for about 30 or 60 seconds. So I'm going to attempt to see how it's kind of slowly separating. I'm putting a good amount of force. Woo! So that type of adhesive is on the underside of my screen right now. I'm recording on the device, otherwise I'd show you. But it has kind of like a rubbery, sticky tacky feel after, kind of like, I don't know what you call that. Contact glue? Kind of feels like that. After it's been UV cured. And so if you had to peel off your screen, it would be fairly easy to clean it off and put whatever kind of screen protector on or not use one again. So what I am going to do is just kind of clean this off a little bit. And I'm going to use vial number 2 to just put another drop of the fluid, and we'll see how quickly this stuff does its thing. So keep in mind that that only this part of it's going to be clean. All right. It's very, what is it called? Viscous? Not viscous? It's when it's very, it comes out really quick. So I'm going to put this, actually I'm going to put it flat side down, shiny side down on the shiny surface. So right now, spreads out. There's a faint plastic scent. It's not horrible. It is interesting. You can smell there's vapors. All right, so you can see the fluid underneath there. It's very wet, just like, you know, I had a drop of water underneath there. I'm going to hit it for 15 seconds. So, and now a word from our sponsors. Number 9 Brewing Company. Drink me. Okay, I'll take your advice. And our time, oh, that's 15 seconds. All right, so that was 15 seconds. We'll see what kind of sticktivity we have with 15 seconds. Now it's still moving a little bit. So that's the amount of time that they tell you to prefix the thing in the instructions. They say, put the stuff on for 15 seconds after you've done the cleaning and the application, and you pull the thing and whatever. So that means that there's a good reason for that. It's just enough to get that glass thing to stick, but it's not enough so that you can't shift it around a little bit and make some final corrections. And then after that, they say go ahead and go at it for a full 60 seconds. So I wonder if I can pause this and if that'll work. All right, so that's been about 60 seconds, whatever it is, for this thing to go off by itself. And so we're going to try and move it. So I can't get it to rotate again like it was moving before. So I think that's pretty, 75 seconds or so is the amount of time I think it's had to seal. And I believe that this is just as hard as it was when we took it off the first time over there. I don't really have a good way. I can't easily, with one finger, pull up this tab. I mean, I can, but it took a little bit of force for me to do that. So that's a very interesting adhesive. I'm gonna continue to play with the remainder of my vial. Maybe I can find some interesting uses for it. And that's that. That's the aftermath of the dome glass. I'm happy with the screen protector. Subscribe. I'm just kidding.